Hi, folks. Lorraine Smith here, going totally unscripted to tell you 3 reasons why you might not want to join my workshop and the 3 things you'll get out of it if you do. I want to start with the reasons why not, because let's not waste each other's time. So speaking of which, they are time, money, and readiness. Time. These are 3 90-minute Zoom sessions. You don't have a lot of extra time in your calendar, I don't think, and 3 90-minute sessions 3 weeks in a row might be a lot to jam in. So what I've done to mitigate for that is create 7 different time slots for each of the 3. I'm a bit of a maniac. I'm that person who ran more than a marathon a day, 5 days in a row. When I think it's important, when I think there's a good reason to do super maniac-y things, I will do them. This is one of those things so that you can mix and match. You can do part of one, jump into the other as you need, so you can cover the material for all 3 sessions effectively. There's a little bit of prep before, but frankly, you don't have to do it. And the work in between, it's as deep as you want it to go, because folks are going to create their own materiality assessments. That's the time. If that's already a deal breaker and there's no way you have that time, pause here, totally get it, and thank you. The second possible deal breaker is money. Most of us don't have extra money lying around. Many of us do not have employers who will pay for somewhat experimental learning and development. And this workshop is not free. So let me offer 2 things that might help with this. The first is money back guarantee. 100%. If you are not satisfied and you spent money on this, you don't even have to explain why. You can just say, that was not worth the money I spent. Please give me my money back. Done. No questions asked. I might ask for feedback so that I can do better. But even then, you can be like, never mind. I want my money back. The other option is, it's not about getting the money back if I'm not satisfied. It's that I cannot put that money towards this now, although I can put the time. If that is really the barrier for you, just let me know. Say, Lorraine, may I please have a complimentary pass? That's a little bit crazy on my part because I think there's good value in this. I'm the only person in the world right now who can do this work, and I really want others to be able to do it. But I also know that sometimes we just do not have the financial means to pay for things that could really bring us benefit. I totally respect that. And again, no questions asked. I will trust that based on what I'm about to tell you the workshop entails and all the details you can see in the FAQs, you know that there is benefit for you. Done. There goes that barrier. The third one is a little more juicy. It's what I call readiness. This workshop takes us into the bowels of industry. Once you see it, you can't really unsee it, and it's difficult to go back to business as usual. And for all kinds of reasons that I'm not here to judge, this may not be that moment for you. Totally respect that, and I'm not here to push anybody towards work or pathways that do not serve you now. So if the time, money, or readiness are creating deal breakers for you, I completely respect you, love you, want you to love your work and enjoy what you're doing, and probably makes sense to pause listening to me. For those who are still here, I will describe the 3 levels of benefit that I believe you will gain from this workshop. I'm not going to do the, here's how it's going to solve all your pain points or help you make more money or make you a more influential person kind of marketing shtick, because I don't actually know that. And I can't guarantee that. We are moving into such unknown economic territory, unknown social and cultural territory. There are so many dynamics at play that are way bigger than me. I'm not going to pretend that this will magically solve all your problems and you get all this great financial value, hundreds of dollars worth of premium content and all my time, blah, 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 for this tiny little price, and you should just hit sign up now. That's what the AI marketing script algorithm was trying to tell me to do. And then I was like, forget it. I'm just going to tell you guys what goes on. So this is me doing that. And you can use your actual intelligence AI to decide if it's for you. Level 1, everybody who joins these 3 sessions will be making their own materiality assessment. We do a lot of the work in the session, so that's why there's not too much homework in between. The capacity to discern meaningful, impactful, useful corporate disclosures related to real impact, ecological, societal, human health and wellness, all the things that really matter. That will be applicable for folks who create these disclosures, folks in a reporting capacity or overseeing the reporting and communications. Also applicable for folks who do research, analysis, or who draw on these disclosures. Both sides of that reporting and disclosure coin will be empowered and enabled with a very simple, practical tool that anybody can use, but most people aren't yet. And so it is a rare skill. and one that I am very keen to help you sharpen. That's kind of the basic nuts and bolts that anybody coming in will come out with in their back pocket. The second layer is a sort of more sophisticated version of the nuts and bolts, which is just the wider filter that you will now have. But it takes a bit of practice and knowledge to understand the difference between disclosures and material disclosures, as in based in reality, which is what materiality is all about. So those first two levels are really about noticing what's going on now, getting a clearer sense of what is in terms of impacts, corporate purpose stated, corporate purpose lived, and what's needed instead. And my one-on-one coaching with you after the 3 sessions will really help ground you in your role, your path in figuring out what to do with these newly sharpened tools. The third level is something that I believe we will do a good job of seeding, of making possible, but this is something that's going to play out over a lot more time. How would we move towards what's needed instead? And those are massive transformations across industries, sectors, regions, all scales, all levels. This is not something that's going to happen overnight because a few of us have a newly sharpened tool in our pocket, but we will have the capacity to notice emergent examples and evidence of a life-affirming economy. We will have the capacity to see what it might look like, what might be possible, what direction certain sectors, industries, the one you choose to do your assessment on, can and will go towards with the right incentives, the right information, the right disclosures that help them see what's really going on. So that transformational aspect is playing out over a much longer time horizon, but I believe materiality is one tool, one piece of a many thousand piece puzzle that each of us gets to place a few pieces of our own that can create that picture, that can create that new life-affirming economy going forward. So that's a whiz-bang tour. If you have questions or would like to know more, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to hear from you. If you have friends or colleagues working in the ESG and sustainability trenches and you believe this work could serve them, I would be honored and very grateful if you could share this with them as well. One of the challenges of working towards a new paradigm is that the existing one either spits us out or doesn't recognize us. And so anything you can do to help make this work visible, help make this learning, these tool sharpening efforts more possible for more people, I would be grateful. And I think it could serve us down the line as we move towards what I think of as industrial healing. And with that, I'll just leave a few ideas about what others have been saying about my work. Maybe I should have put them up front. Anyway, I'm going to put them here. I wonder if we'll find a little music to put over this. For joining me on this part of the journey. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts, questions, and feedback, and maybe even seeing you there. That'd be awesome. Okay, bye for now.